Hi, this graph shows you the CPU utilization of applications that I have placed into containers that have resource quotas. The bottom of the graph shows container 15 that has 15% of total CPU capacity. Then there's a system container. I've limited that to 55%. Container 10 has 10%, container 20, 20%. There's also a harvest container, which I'll talk about in a different tutorial. This tutorial shows you how to create containers with resource quotas using Librato's Silverline. Let's start off on a knowledge base. I'll just go to the article under Workload Management, How to Create Containers and Setting Policies. This article covers how to set bounds for your server. Let's start off by opening a terminal window. And then the first thing I need to do is I need to log in as root. Sudo su dash, there you go. Password. Now I'm just going to copy the creating a container command from the knowledge base. So first thing I need is the API token. That's unique to me. I have to go into my account at silverline.librato.com, and then you'll see in the account settings tab there's my server agent account token that I can copy, and then I'll paste it into this command. I also need to modify the server ID. In my case it's Ubuntu 64-VM. And so the first thing I need to do is I need to adjust the system container. So if I leave it at 100%, then nothing else will fit in. So I'm going to change this to 55. And then, let's see. No, that wasn't right. There's an extra hash mark in there. I copied that from the knowledge base. So I need to take that out. There you go. That'll work. And now we'll create the other containers. So let's set the CPU limit to 20 for container 20. And then create another one with 15%, container 15. And another one with 10%. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need to stress the server, and there's actually a command I like to use which is called stress. So if you just look at the stress command arguments, you can stress CPU, IO, memory, disk, but in our case I'm just going to do CPU. So we need to place it in containers. How do we do that? With lm container name. Let's just paste that there. And then in container 10, I'm placing one instance of CPU. Let's just do that again. Open another terminal window. Paste. Oops, didn't want that. Let's cut that out. So let's let me see. Okay, I'll just copy the top part and then paste it. And modify for container 15. Also just one instance of stress. I'm just using the CPU variable. And another window. And another instance of stress in container 10. There you go. So let's go over to my root window, and then I'm going to start another stress instance here as well, because this is basically where my system container is. Just to pull up the top command to see all the stress commands running. There should be 4. There's the 4th. There you go. So let's look at what it looks like on the portal. So let's log into my portal again. And what I've done is I've let this run for a bit so that there's more data available. Let's log in to click on Ubuntu 64. That's my server. I'm going to refresh. So I let this run so that we have a little bit more data to see here. And I can actually click and drag and zoom in into the graph. And here you can see how the CPU consumption of each stress process is limited by the quotas set for each container. And the last one up here. So if you liked the presentation, I hope you did, please come visit us at www.librato.com and find out more about Librato Silverline.